Yeah. So yet again, guys, yet again, how you guys doing? I'm Andre. This is Jawbreaker, Aquatic Life. We are looking at the 5-gallon beta bowl. Yet again, unscaped, looks like trash. Let's turn the light on. Look at this, look at this. So what happened? What happened? It was doing so good after its rescape. This tank has probably went through the most rescapes I ever had to do on any aquarium in my life. So we have her right now just in this temporary thing until next Friday. She'll be in there until next Friday. Maybe, maybe not. If it goes until Friday, I'll put her in a much larger one. But for right now, that's where she'll be at. She will be okay in there for now. It's just temporary. So I was doing water change, my normal water change day I do every week on Thursday. I didn't get to do one yesterday, so I did it today, Friday. So I started with this tank here. If you notice, it's a little different. Don't worry about that. That's just water that goes with inside of the seam. But we changed it up. We removed these two off of the top of each other, and we did this little thing here. Got one plant here, one here, and then one in the back. Should have put that one there and then maybe that one over here somewhere. I don't know. For right now, that's what it's looking like. I've been wanting to do something a little different with this tank, so this is what we did. It's going to be cloudy because I pulled this apart to rechange this. So whatever was left on the ball is kind of like spread out through the tank, but this will clear up in a couple days. But back over here. So after I finished doing the water change on that tank, I came over to this one. I did a water change to about here. And then I had to unplug the filter to do some maintenance with the vial balls. Those things there. When I plugged the filter back in, it didn't want to turn on. So I unplugged it again, plugged it back in. I drained the water out of it, put water inside of it to see if it just overflow issue. Nothing. Try plugging it into other different outlets and put it in other tanks to see what happens. Nothing. I guess the motor burnt out when I did the half water change and it's sitting there. So with that happening, everything that was inside of this came all out into here and it just caused the mess. The snails got covered in all this gunk. The algae balls had this weird, I said algae balls, moss balls. These things here that were inside of that tank were just covered in this weird white foam, so I just tossed whatever the 3 that were no good and put the 4th one over in another tank. So what we're going to do, we're going to completely drain this, clean it all up again. We're going to get some nice soil that's good for shrimps, some basic plants, tall ones up in the back. We're going to get a filter that can go in here, sit it down in there, some smaller plants with a few little rocks. Give that a couple weeks to a month. Within that time, she'll be put back in there and see what happens from there. But I want to get this tank stable to where I don't have to keep going through these issues with it. And I think I'm going through these issues because of how small it is. But it's not really an excuse because I've been doing nano tanks for a while. And this is the only one that has been giving me this problem. Even like with this brown algae stuff that grows on the side. I don't know if it's the type of glass. It is different from that. I don't know what it is. Maybe the light too strong. Yeah, but F that tank. Now we got the 10-gallon tank over here. The neon tetras, all of them survived. They're all doing good. She chased them just the first day they was put in. After that, they're buddies. The panda cories, very active. They love to swim up and down on the side right here. All 4 of them are perfectly fine. I added 3 snails in here. One is underneath there. There goes one there, one over there, one there. Just a few in here. That looks cool. So cool right there. They're really active. They've done amazing jobs. Just look at the bottom. They stirred up all that sand, cleaned it up nice and good. And this tank over here, still infested with snails, but this is okay. I'm not having any issues with it. Ammonia is very low in this tank. A lot of people would think this many snails, that many fish, big problem. There was one of the snails did lay a clutch of eggs. You see a few of them broken up. I think she put it in a bad spot and it just fell off into the water, and all the existing baby snails got on it and ate majority of it, and it broke in half. I threw it all away. I don't really want any more snails hatching in this tank anyway. I did a water change on this tank too. The next water change, I'll be focusing on this because you see it looks ugly. Be cleaning that side out over there. Once I move and I get my own place with my family and whatever, all the filtration in all these tanks will change to sumps and other type of filtration devices that I'll be making myself. So I have a lot of videos that will be coming out really soon when this takes place, probably in a good next 2 to 3 months. But with this tank here, RIP to this one. Drop a comment in the bottom, RIP. Leave me a thumbs up. Give me a comment on what you think this tank issue is. Before we talk about that though, I want to talk about water perimeters. pH on this, perfect. Ammonia, 0. Nitrates and nitrites, perfect. There was no issues with this tank on any levels of water perimeters. That filter, no good. And this light, probably just too strong for it. I'll figure something out for this tank. Thank you for viewing. Leave a like and comment. So, it is the next day, guys. Look at the tank. It's fully drained. Empty out. She's still in here. That heater will be coming out. Just letting it get the water just a little bit warm before removing it, so that she has a little warmth. Look how crazy this fish is. So what we're going to do is, we brought a whole new filter, a way better filter. You can see that there. So if you was to get 2 of these, you can use it for a 40 gallon. This is only 5 gallon bowl, and it's gonna give 10. Really good for turtles. And we got our soil. Not gonna need all this. Help y'all out. There you go. So we're gonna put some of that in there. Add water, let it recycle completely once again, with putting in some beneficial bacteria from these, just letting those float around in there. But it will cycle right away. This doesn't take long to cycle at all. So this is what it looked like inside of the tank. Here's some light. Really good filter. My girlfriend Turtle Tank has it. Does a really great job at keeping her tank clean. Really long wiring, really great. Here goes one of the filter type pads, little sponge type thing. This can be replaced with a sponge or very small media balls. Really easy to assemble. You can change. You can change it from being sideways like this in the tank, or being upright. This moves as well. That's what I was trying to do, but for some reason. There we go. Like that. Tank. This also changes positions. Problem with this is, how am I going to get it to work in a round tank? So give me a minute. There it is. This right here can go up and down. I can control the flow of that coming out if it's too strong for the beta. Got it facing in this angle so that the water is being pushed or back around and into where it's picking up the water, so that any debris that's inside of there goes in. Here goes a full setup look without the plants. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the bottom half here. Let me turn this light on. Boom, look at that. We'll figure it out.